So you guys already know me, Damian Forrester. Thank you very much for reaching out. I always have to ask, and I think I understand. How'd you guys find me?
So I found you on Instagram, just kind of looking through Billings real estate agents and relocation people, basically.
Awesome, awesome. And you saw this awesome, cute face. And that would be the guy, or did you do some social market media research? I mean, what was your thing? Because there's like 1,200 agents in Billings, right? And that's why I'm so happy because there's 1,200 agents out here in Billings, and so you chose me, and I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely drawn to your relocation guide and just how it seems like you are experienced in that because relocation is its own ball of wax, that's for sure.
It is, truly is. So I was born in Brooklyn, New York, met my wife in Cancun. That's a long story. Anyway, got here in '05. So I started in real estate here. Prior to that, I was working for the .coms and got a bachelor's in early childhood education and a master's degree in information technology. So I'm a geek that way. And then,
Very cool.
got my broker's license at Century 21. First 2 years, I wanted to get it as soon as possible. Was there for 8 years. And then I opened up Keller Williams Realty here in town. Did that for 4 years. And then I found the company that I was, as of 2023, the state broker January, brokering over 295 agents. Now I just lead a large team of agents that are underneath me, blah, 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 blah. But I wanted to let you know who you're dealing with. So I love the community. I love Billings. I did a lot of research before coming here. I'm not sure if we talked about it briefly at all, but you're familiar with Billings a little bit, right?
Yeah, so we're moving back. Well, she's from Montana originally, Kalispell area.
Oh yeah, familiar with it.
Kalispell, Montana.
Okay, cool.
And I accepted a job. I'm a clinical psychologist, and so I accepted a job at the VA there. So I did undergrad in Montana, and so I've spent some time there, and then we've kind of lived all over the place. Oregon, Washington. Most recently, we're in New Mexico right now. I'm originally from New Mexico. But yeah, I accepted a job in Billings to kind of come back to Montana for both of our sakes, but definitely for her family and just some other things plus a job. So
cool. So number one, I think I told you this already. Thank you very much because I'm always a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Always Marine. Yeah.
And I know how hard it is in Billings for a lot of people right now with the VA. So you're walking into something that's mind bending, and and good luck to you because you're here to do a lot of good things for a lot of great people. So thank you.
Absolutely. I love working for the VA. It's been a breath of fresh air. I've worked in lots of health systems, and so I'm excited to be in a different VA, different health system, and all of that. So it's exciting to get to come back to Montana.
And so I guess I better be very careful what I say to you because you're really analyzing me and all that happy good stuff. We'll see what happens here. All right.
Oh goodness.
So I'm gonna jump in. Anything else I'm missing? I mean, we'll talk about the wants and needs and all that stuff.
I don't think so.
But
that's the gist of it. Yeah. So
cool.
we want to start working with somebody soon. I know we still have some time because I'm still finishing some stuff here. So we really won't be moving till probably August or September.
Okay, cool.
That's the start date, the proposed start date at this point. But we definitely just want to get things moving because when we moved here, it was sort of we needed to be here yesterday. And we sort of just bought a home kind of pretty quickly. And also we bought in 2022 when the market was a lot hotter than at least it seems like right now because it was right before interest rates went up. And so, yeah, we just want to, I guess, be a little bit more intentional and have more time under our belt looking for homes and really buy what we want because we'd see this more of a longer term home than this one.
We're going to be talking a little bit about Billings. We're going to be talking about your wants and needs. We're going to be talking about finances, but not getting deep into your personal business or anything like that. But just I am an educator and advocate. All right. So especially being in real estate, I love what I do. I don't care if it's a $13,000 trailer or I sold a $14 million home in Whitefish. So I mean, I know, right? It was awesome. I love doing what I do, and I want to make sure you know as much as I know. So when you come here, you understand not only just the location and Billings, and maybe you've been here before, but things have changed. You'll know a little bit more about how pricing is. We'll talk more about where it's going. We'll talk about the process. We'll talk about your next steps. Also, hi, puppy. We'll talk about where location-wise, where you really want to be. We'll talk about a lot of stuff, okay? And so let's start with the relocation guide. And I'm just going to pop that up real quick. All right, we'll share the whole desktop. Hopefully there's nothing. Oh, there's me. Okay. So scroll. All right, contact information. So reason I asked for your names, are both of you guys going to be on title or just one of you? So I'm looking for contact information. Okay, so what I'll be asking are these things for both of you. All right. So who wants to start first?
Oh, I guess me.
All right, first name, last name, if the middle name. How would you like to go in title when the time comes? Phone number, email address. Who's next? Email address, please. What's more important? Price, feature, or criteria or location?
I think
A little bit
I
about
think
both.
we have some flexibility in our budget because we're selling a couple of houses here and it seems like the Billings market at least is a little bit less expensive than here. We have 5 dogs and so it's important to us to have more land than we have here. Our lot here is very small though. It's like 3,500 square feet. So we definitely want some land. Yeah.
We'll definitely get into that. You said August timeframe, right? For
yeah, we're like August to September.
Mhm.
Now, when we talk about the desired monthly payment, all right, so let's have a little talk, shall we? Let's see if I can share my screen
Sure.
with you right now. Well, I'm sharing my screen. I'm talking about another screen.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, can you see that right there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. I love Apple. I don't know about you guys, but I'm an Apple
Oh,
guy.
we do too. Yeah.
All right. So, don't look at the games I play. I'm trying to lose some weight, so I'm running. Okay. App is going to help me, my buyers and sellers, estimate how much you think you would be paying on a mortgage on a home. We're on the buyer side right now. I'm assuming that you might be having a conventional loan, putting 5, 10, or 20% down. If you're not doing that, you're doing an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down. So talk to your lender. It all depends on what your interest rate is that you get, and you'll be good to go. So have you talked to a lender yet?
No, we are waiting for my official in writing offer.
Okay, cool.
So if we were to do 20% down, with what we imagine we will get out of both of the houses here, I think we could do 20% down on at the max a $700,000 house there.
Oh, here's the deal. I'm not here to spend your money. All right.
Right.
I'm here to get you what you want. So if you
Yeah.
can get it at 500,000, let's go. All
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
So, we'll look, I will honestly put you, and you'll have to tell me if I'm, hey, Damien, that's too high, too low. I mean, not high, too low, but that's too low at this point. Maybe 400,000 to see if what you're getting for $400,000 meets your needs, right? So I will tell you right now, the medium income, not income, but pricing right now for homes in Billings is about $420,000, surprisingly. It used to be, when I first got here, it was 167. 7-8 months ago, it was 320. About a year ago, now it's 420 average. So it's getting up there. So you're coming at a good time. And it's sad to say it's coming at a good time, but honestly, you're coming at a good time because prices are going to be raising again in the summer because there'll be more homes on the market. There'll be more buyers on the market. The sooner you can honestly find something, the better, right? But once again, we're going to go at your pace. So just estimating 720% down, estimating your interest rates, you probably did the math already. You're looking at your mortgage to be that much per month.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you pretty much got that down, $4,700. That would be your monthly. Obviously, if the lower we go, let's say we find something.
Yeah, we would love something much less than that.
So
Yeah.
let's say we did find something, at more reasonable, let's say 550. How's that? Honestly, my goal is to shoot between 400 and 500. That's my goal for you. But then again, it all depends on your taste, right? So there we are, well, 3,700. Okay.
Yeah.
Those are the numbers we're trying to shoot for just a little bit. So now that we know that, I'm gonna put 4 to 700,000. Okay.
Yeah.
What square footage are you in right now, and are you comfortable with it?
We have 16, I think it might be 1565, like 1600 or so. It's workable for us, but we would like to have either one more bedroom because we have 3-bed, 2.5 bath. We would either want an additional like bonus space for an office or something because we both work from home some of the time. And so it'd be nice to have like either a 4th bedroom or an additional space for an office.
So in that case, you're talking 2,000 square foot plus.
Yeah, which would be fine, I think.
It sounds like minimum 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage. I'm just throwing those numbers out there.
We would be okay with a 3-bedroom if there was like an additional bonus kind of
Okay,
thing.
so we'll put it down at 3 and 2.
Yeah,
That's
'cause-
really going to open it up.
We want to make sure we're not canceling anything out because
Perfect.
get good space with 3 bedrooms if there is like I said, like that additional space, just because.
Figure out pricing already. All our lots here depends on where you want to be. Like I was showing some homes today, they were like only 3,000 square foot lots. Okay. Some of them were even 2,000 square foot lots. You don't want to, and those are certain subdivisions probably you may like, but it's a unique subdivision. If you look up like Josephine Crossing or Annandale, you'll see those type of homes. They're newer, more contemporary with an old fashioned look to it. Subdivision south of Billings, really cool, but they're all small lots and they're on top of each other almost, right? Otherwise, we can look for something much bigger. Probably, I personally think it sounds like a minimum of a quarter acre or so about 10,000 square foot. So anywhere between like 8,600 and up square feet would be fine for you. My opinion, not my money. You'll hear me say that all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't want to be on top of our neighbors. We've spent our entire relationship on top of our neighbors.
More land. I'm gonna put another asterisk by that whole more land thing.
Yeah.
I'm up to 3 asterisks because that's how many times you said that already.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if where you live, if you have basements and all that there.
It's not a thing. Not really.
So you love it here because you can build down, depends on the area you live. Some areas have high water tables, a lot of them don't. So you get basements here, which is awesome. So you can have a basement main level, that's considered a rancher, or you can have a basement main level and an upper level, that's your 3-level type home. Split entry, so you walk in and down and up, or side by side or front to back split, where you walk in main level, you go upstairs and that's another level, or you keep going, there's a kitchen up front and then you have bedrooms, so those are those type of split homes. And then I mentioned the tri-level already. So many different that you're going to find, unless you have issues walking or going upstairs. It seems like you guys will be just fine with almost any type of style of home.
Yeah, and we're not super particular about it. I mean, I think the only thing we don't want is a new construction home.
No, that's great to know. Thank you very much. No new construction. That's great to know
We
because
really don't like cookie cutter, all white everything. That is definitely not our style.
glad to hear that. All right.
There's too many dogs to have white.
Yeah.
Ooh. So what do you guys have for dogs?
We have 4 huskies and a corgi mini Aussie mix.
Okay, we need to get you some land.
Yeah.
I'm going to put an asterisk right there for number
It's
4.
land.
because I said that. Holy cheese and
Wondering
rice.
how many acres is too many acres? That's such a silly word.
Okay. All right. I see you now. All right. All right. So
We would
what
probably rather have less house and more land and like deal with if we needed a bigger house later because we decided to have kids because we're on the fence lot.
Right.
We'll build onto the house or get rid of some stuff to fit their
Gotcha.
kids.
Or build a shed or a shop.
Perfect. So
If you have a
we're
small
gonna get that's our next step and what we're gonna get into next. But before we do that, the main question here again is what else do I need to know that would help me with your home search and purchase?
We're not super particular about like granite counter, like whatever. We have some experience doing. We did a bunch of renos on this house, not like major renos, but like small things. So we're comfortable updating and things. That's not too much to ask. So yeah, we're not like super nitpicky, or I wouldn't say that we're super nitpicky. A little bit bigger of a house on land with at least 3 bedrooms and maybe a bonus space for office. I think the biggest thing that we run into here is we have a lot of people that come to visit us. So it's important to have like a dedicated spare bedroom here because we do have a lot of people. So if we also have an office space in our 2nd or 3rd bedroom and we need another office space because we both work from home some of the time, then it's like kind of hard to figure out where we're all gonna work from and we have guests and stuff. So number of rooms is like hardest thing that we come up against here.
Well, I'll be surprised if we don't find exactly what you want. The thing is you may with the price range you're in, which is great. The issues we may fall into, I'll be honest with you, is if you find something you like and you still have some time to go. But at the same time, I'm the guy that's gonna be like, it doesn't hurt to ask and everything's negotiable. You'll hear that all the time. You're gonna be like, do you think they'll take that? I'm like, doesn't hurt to ask. What about that hot tub? Well, everything's negotiable. I mean, honestly, that's real estate, right? It is what it is. So one thing I'll tell you, there's 3 things you may or may not get. You may just get terms, which means I need a longer closing, or I want that little right puppy over there to have with my herd, or price. So you're going to get one or the other. It is possible to get both, but you need to be a little bit lenient on one thing or the other. So
So, because we've seen a lot of listings up there that seems like they're coming on and off the market a lot, and they've been on the market a long time. Like,
Right.
at least compared to the market here, where it's like something comes on and it's sold. It seems like, so I'm just curious with that, if people like sellers have been budging on price, or if they're more willing to give money towards closing or towards interest rate buy down there rather than budging on sale price, or like what you've
Great
noticed.
question. Great question. And I would tell you every situation dictates. So all
Yeah.
of the above. Okay. So if the home has been on the market for a while, sometimes you would see it. What a realtor likes to do is take it off the market and make it look fresh. Take it off for a day and then put it back on. Oh, it's been on one day on the market. Realtor, Zillow is going to tell you different when they start doing their research on the history side, right? So, but that's
Yeah.
what they do. You know, you're smart enough to look at that and you've realized that. Yes, there are motivated sellers, but then they were coming into a market right now, especially if someone knows what they have based on location, on how good their property is. They're not going to budge. They know what they got. What I like to do, like say, for example, you guys are getting close, or even right now, you say, hey, Damien, really love this home. You know, can you do me a favor and go do a video tour for us? Well, we have Apple phones. Let's go. All right. We'll do a FaceTime. We'll walk through the home. It's not a waste of my time. I don't care how many homes you want to look at. Be more lenient because you're not here. So it allows me to view homes that I've never seen before too, to help me with my next client. So don't ever think you're paying the butt or anything else like that. This is what I do full time. I have no other job. Well, wait a minute. I own a coffee shop. Check it out. Sacred Grounds. You'll be visiting. It's pretty freaking cool. It's so, okay. That's another story. I digress.
When we get there, yeah.
So I mean, there's nothing I won't do within reason.
Yeah.
In regards to the question on, you know, why these homes are on and off the market, it's flexible. It can be almost anything. Can you negotiate almost anything? Yes. You can negotiate the seller to pay for your buy downs. You can negotiate seller to give you money for closing costs. You can negotiate money to come off for bad carpeting. You know, and that's another thing that we need to talk about. Cosmetic is cosmetic. You can fix cosmetic. It's the foundation, it's the roof, it's all those things. So just because you don't like the red room, murder paint room, bedroom, okay, here, I'll buy you some primer. Let's paint it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Totally.
You know, you have the house you want. Don't let a paint color what you love. So any other questions?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we would like a garage as far as like things on that list. Garage would be nice.
I got that.
Otherwise, nothing on there is like super. We don't have to have a fireplace, or there's not a specific number of bathrooms we're looking for. We've never had a basement, so I think we could live without one, but it'd be nice to have one. I don't like it. It's not.
You'll love it. You'll be addicted.
Maybe a deal breaker, but yeah, it'd be nice.
All right, so I got all that down. Let's talk about the process real quick. It sounds like you're very familiar with buying and selling homes. So this will almost. Well, let me do you some justice. All right, here we go.
I've bought more houses than she has, so there's.
All right, well then you're gonna help me out then, lady. It'll take about 30 to 45 days to close on a home if you're getting a loan here in Billings. Elsewhere too, but let's say 30 to 60 days. If you're pushing 60 days, it's going to have to be very negotiable, and hopefully that seller's not ready to move yet and they may be looking for another home, or they're just not in a rush, and it's all negotiations, right? The process. Number one, lender. If you need a lender locally here, let me know. If you already.
Yeah, we were going to ask you that actually, because we learned our lesson last time trying to work with a big lender, and that was a mess. So
yeah. Okay. So I have anything I tell you, I have to give you 2 or 3. Okay. I have a guy that I use all the time. He's amazing, but I'm going to give you 3 because I don't want to get in trouble. Next thing you know, you picked one person because I only gave you one person, and then now it's my fault because it blew up. Well, I gave you one.
So that's totally fine.
So I'll give you couple of options. All the options I'm going to give you is going to be great. All right. Here's the thing. What you have to look out for, you need to shop for a lender, right? The reason why you shop for a lender, even though I'm giving you 3, they're awesome, because some of them are brokers, so they don't care. They're out there shopping for a loan from you all over. One may be a local bank. All right. So a local bank, meaning we have Stockman Bank, First Interstate Bank. These are guys that are local banks that can be a little more flexible too, because they're local and they're in-house. They can do an in-house loan. They can figure some stuff out. All right. And then I'll give you someone else. The thing is, the biggest thing you need to look for is what is called the APR. You guys understand what that APR is? I call it junk fees. All right. So one lender may have processing fee, or let's say a credit card, because they have to pull your credit. All right. Well, they may charge you $20 for it. Other one may charge you $100. Those are the things you need to look at, because everyone may give you a 7.1 interest rate, or maybe they say, well, we'll get you a 4.2 interest rate. Well, you know what? sale is happening on the back, well, they're charging you extra stuff, right? So you gotta be careful of all that stuff. So it may look great in the front, but in the back, that's when they get you. All right. So you gotta be careful of that. So shop around for a lender. Now, the next steps, once you're done with the lender, and I'll get you information on lenders tomorrow or tonight. Once you're there, you know what your price, your max is. Like I said, let's say if your max was 700, you found this home that was I'm going to put you at 700. I'm going to put you probably at 730. You were like, but Damien, you already told me, I already told you 15 times that I'm stuck at 700. I don't want to spend that much. I get it. I understand it. The only reason I'm doing 730 because you can always negotiate down, right?
Yeah,
what are they going to say? No? Okay. Once again, move on. Okay.
Right.
So, I'll put you for homes. I think it said between 4 and I said 700 originally, but I'm going to say 730. Okay. You don't even have to look those homes at 730 if you don't want. At least you know the market. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
So don't think I'm trying. I'm going to say it over again and it's recorded. I'm not trying to push you into something you don't want to spend.
Right.
I will spend, I will say it again, 500,000 or less, but we'll see what's out there for you. Once you figure out what you can afford, and we're going to do it right now, put you on a MLS search, our local MLS search. Now you can go to Zillow, you can go to realtor.com, you can go to Trulia, you can go to homes.com. Mine is more legit in the sense that you're not going to have a bunch of realtors calling you. As soon as the home comes on the market and the criteria is there that we put in, you're automatically within seconds. They hit enter because they just put that listing in. In seconds, you're going to get that email.
Yeah.
Okay?
We were on that here when we're moving here and it was a lot better.
Perfect. So you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
So once you're there, you see a home. If you're not here, I told you already, I'll do a virtual tour for you. If you are here, or you're coming, like today, I had a couple this weekend. We looked at about 15, close to 20 homes this week in between yesterday and today.
No.
It's what I do for my people. All right. But there are others. And the reason we went that high was because they're really motivated to find a home. And plus they were limited on time. But what I typically do is have a little come to Jesus with you and go through the homes first myself and say, okay, is it financeable? Is it the type of home you want? Is the loan? Let me go see if there's any foundations. Sometimes I break those 20 homes down to 7. All right. I can tell you about the neighborhoods. I tell you about the areas based on your wish list here. I can tell you if it's going to match it or not. Even if you don't want to see it, we'll see it. But I'll be like, okay, we're done. Let's go. I mean, you didn't want this. Why are you looking at it? Let's go.
I can tell you by Google Earthing it if we are going to want it or not.
Boom. I'm already in love with you both. Great. You probably already saved me 3 hours just by talking to you. Thank you. This is what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
So once you get here, we get the list. We go take a look at homes. Yeah. This is great. This is not great. This is what we want. Okay. So we're done. We find a home. We put an offer on the home. You're familiar already, but there's about 4 major contingencies: financing, which is the lender, title, insurance, and inspection. Oh, sorry, and appraisal. So appraisal, financing, title, and insurance. Okay. It'll take, once we put the offer and everything's negotiated, we put the offer in, they either accept it, reject it, or counter it. Once that is completed and everything's fully negotiated, I always tell people, even if you're the home is under contingency, we can ask if we can do a backup offer. So we can still look at the home, put an offer in, and then if something goes south with that one, guess who's all in there, right?
That's what those listings mean.
Right. So just remember that, because what happens is that they go into contract and we have those contingencies. So those contingencies haven't been met, so we still have a chance. It's when those contingencies are completed and they go into the pending stage, which means they're going to appraisal. Appraisal is still contingency. But once it's past the appraisal, that's when it goes pending. And that means, that's locked up. We're going to close. That's it. Right. So
we didn't understand.
Don't be afraid of doing a contingency. Okay. I'm sorry. Don't be afraid of doing a backup offer. Let's see. So once we're done with our offer is accepted, we have the inspection. All right. We have the inspection. We have the inspector go in there. We review it together. We get the inspection report. We put together inspection notice to them saying, hey, these are the issues. This is what we want fixed, repaired, replaced. We want off the price of the home, whatever the case may be. It's like the regular buy-sell agreement that they either reject, counter, or say go or approve. All right. Once we're there, and I don't ever tell your lender to order the appraisal until we are done with the inspection, because we don't want the appraiser going in there. Next thing you know, you're spending $1,000. You can't get through the inspection. $1,000 is spent and you're mad at me.
Yeah, totally.
No.
I get
So
you.
once that is done, you can go to closing, and that's like within a week or 2 weeks after, because the appraiser and the title company and the lender have to get all the paperwork together, and then we go closing. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
So
Is
any
there ever, because I've not ever sold a house to buy a house, but is there ever a part of the offer process that's like our offer is contingent on
one person?
the
Yeah.
house selling
I
or
love
something?
that. That's a great question. So the question is purchasing a house with a home for sale. So that's considered a contingency on the buyer. It's contingent on the buyer selling their home. Okay. So what would happen there is that we find a home, we put in the contract, plus there's a separate document. It's buyer's contingency of the home contract or something like that. Addendum. So that goes in with the offer itself. It's called the buy-sell agreement. And so what we would do is meet them halfway, right? So we say either A, you put down a if you want non-refundable deposit that says we're holding this home, we're going to buy it, heck or high water. If we don't, you keep the money. But
Gotcha.
we really want this home. All right. And so they'll just take it off the market and they'll just wait for you if they have that time. The other option with that is contingent upon your home selling again, but it is more of it's a refundable, right? Your earnest money is refundable. We'll talk about earnest money here soon, but they will keep their property active on the market because they may be afraid that they don't want to lose out on anything else that could come in. And so you have 24, 48, or 72 hours first right of refusal. So how that would look, right? The offer is contingent upon your home selling. Their home is still active. You're waiting to try and sell your home. The next day, next month, 2 months from now, they get a contract they want to accept. You have now 24, 48, or 72 hours to crap or get off the pot. So you can say, all right, you know what? And if you can afford it, you do a bridge loan, or the option is removing the contingency and praying that your home sells in an X amount of time by the time you guys negotiate for it to close. Or if you can afford it now, you have 2 payments. That sucks, right? So we have a lot of different options.
Okay.
See any other questions right now in the process?
I don't think so.
I think so.
Cool. All right. So let's do phase 3 here in the last phase. And let's do a home search for you. Okay. This is the MLS, the multiple listing service. All right. This is where all the agents put their listings in. This is where we search and set up criteria for you. So we're going to look for a residential home. Let's look at Billings. Are you familiar with the layout of Billings?
Yeah.
We are looking at Billings proper. This is all the MLS of Billings, right? So right now, if I were to give you Billings as in Yellowstone County, all this what you're seeing pretty much is all of Yellowstone County. These are all the listings, and it's so sad right now. There's only 590 homes on the market right now, but that is going an hour east, west, and north and south of us. Okay, but we're focused probably. Let me ask you, how far do you want to travel? Because you say you want land. How far do you want to be outside of Billings, or do you?
Yeah.
wanna
So
be-
we wouldn't mind Molt area, and we also are moving out there specifically to Billings because we have a basically family that we're coming to help with their cattle ranch in Shepherd.
Okay.
So Shepherd is also on the table.
Sweet. So here's Molt right there. Can you see where I'm doing it right here?
Yeah.
That's Molt right there. And up here,
Shepherd is
there's
past
Shepherd right
Hawaii.
here. There's Shepherd right there. And once again, Molt over here. This is
Mhm.
where the VA is around here. So no matter how you look at it, it's about a 45-minute drive from those areas. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what I'm going to do is put a radius in the center and go as far as we can, which is going to be right there about ish. Okay. And as you can see, we have Shepherd right in that circle of vicinity, and we have Molt right there. We can probably actually go a little bit further out, to tell you the truth. Once again, you're now at this point anywhere between 45 minutes and an hour outside of Billings. Okay. So Shepherd being right here, as far out as Warden, you're probably looking close to 45 minutes to an hour to get to the VA. Okay. You can easily hop on 90 right here and hop off the zoo exit, and you're right there. Okay. So that's what now, as you can see, from 560 something homes, we're down to 353 right here. We're going to whittle that bad boy down quite a bit. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the criteria, and we're looking for the active homes, as you can see here. Are you okay to see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm not going to put price yet, but you're going to see on the bottom left here, that number is going to go down. So we're looking for 3+ bedrooms, 2+ baths. We want about, I'm going to say, I know I said 2,000, but I'm going to go 1,850. Okay. plus.
Be fine.
Right, down to 224 already, right? A little bit over 100 where you just got rid of. You understand? Next question. Do you guys understand modulars and mobiles?
Yeah, no, we don't want
Okay.
modular home.
All right, so we're looking for residential with land and single family homes. We're gonna
Mhm.
take out modulars and mobiles, manufacturers, modulars and mobiles.
Yeah.
As you can see, we are already down to
I
200.
just know financing with them can be wonky sometimes.
Oh, yeah, finance, that's another class. Unless
Yeah,
you
I
got some cash, let's go. But you're right. We're
Thanks.
looking for at least 2-car garage plus, okay? And the big thing is, yeah, we're gonna do the acreage, all right? So 0.5 acres is about 20,000 square feet. Quarter acres is about 10. With the dogs, I'll be honest with you, you're looking at least 9,600 plus square feet, okay?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking too.
So let's say 0.8 acres, okay?
Okay, sure.
Plus. Here, let's do this. Lot square footage. Let's go 9,600 plus. We should be good now. All right.
Seven.
Apparently not. So this is here. Oh, the garage. That's what's killing me. All right. We're down to
There we
146.
go. I was like, 7. Oh.
That was a question mark. All right. So the last thing I want to put in before we really get, if we really want to get very honed in is, if you really want, we can go beyond that, but we are going, water. If you're going out into the Shepherd, Huntley, Malt area, you have to understand, I'm sure you're familiar with, or may not be familiar with, is
Yeah.
the water situation. You're familiar with cisterns?
Yeah, a
Are
little
you
bit.
okay with cisterns?
I
So-
don't know. Tell me more about it.
Okay, so a cistern is a very large water holding tank that's underground. And so that's what feeds your home water. Either A, you have a truck bring the water in, or you get a nice pickup, very strong pickup, give it a trailer, and you get your own water and haul it in. Or you find a well that goes into the cistern that's potable, or osmosis system or filtration system that goes into the cistern that goes into the home. So
Oh, okay. I have seen some of the listings talk about it, but I wasn't 100% sure what all that meant.
So basically,
I
you're dragging your own water,
Okay.
or unless it has a well. So that as you go out, under the Malt, the Huntley, the Shepherd, the Roundup, those areas, you have to be concerned about that stuff, and that's going to be a huge factor. Also, being out there and out of the city, you have propane. All right,
Yeah.
I mean, which shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you get a big tank, you get the propane, you put it in there. Well, you don't put it in. Somebody comes, put the propane in there for you. You're fine. There's a meter on it. You can tell when it's high or low. It's the main thing is really the water situation. Are you okay with cisterns?
I'm sure we can figure it out. Yeah.
Honestly, you're a great answer. You're right. You can figure it out. It's not that hard as long as you have if it's only 2 of you and you'll probably expecting kids, you're looking at, 22 to 4,400 gallon cisterns. Okay. And that's fine. If it's only you 2, that's great. If it's 3 or more, you just got more filling of water and be more conservative of the water or getting a new tank in there to put it in so you don't have to really worry about it. Okay, so we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll talk more about it. Ask them, see what the family load is in the current home that we're looking to put an offer in. Ask them about the situation with the water and go from there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm gonna leave that because let's play with this real quick. Let's say if we did only say, let's say you only said public, 148 went down to 85.
Okay.
Yeah, that means that I'm assuming this map, you're not going to get anything. Let's take a look real quick. You're not going to get anything in.
Oh no.
Hold on, let's go. Well, and another thing too, you don't want to. It didn't sound like you wanted to be west or south. Is that right? Schaumburg, Joliet, towards Red Lodge, or towards Columbus.
No,
Right.
we would consider I guess isn't Molt to the west? I mean, it's more to the north.
Molt is up here. I'm pointing like you can see me. Hold on, let me get rid of this little thing right here. So if I went from here, I believe Molt is up here.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do this, that, and
Yeah, we're not really considering like Bridger or
so we're gonna get rid of that. There you go.
I suppose, yeah, so basically to keep in like Briarwood area, Moltz, Shepherd kind of stuff.
Look
Yeah.
at us. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Cool. Rapple G, Malt, I even went out pretty far. So, okay, great. So, now we had said between 400 and 730,000.
Yeah.
It's a huge difference. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you right now, you're gonna hate me, but you have time. I will send you all these listings right now for you to thumb through them and then find that sweet spot where you feel, damn, 350 gets me this crap. And then you know not to be below 350. Same thing with this one. Oh my gosh, 400 gets me this crap. Well, no, I can go up, right? So,
Yeah.
and the other thing I don't want to do, and you made preference to this earlier in another example, I don't want to start getting so detailed into your home search that you miss out on something. So we have 90 homes. It sucks. Go through it. Take your time. Heck, you can get through this tonight. And then you can text me and say, hey, Damon, put that minimum at 550 or whatever the case may be. Okay.
Yeah.
I made it sound like you guys have something better to do. I'm sorry.
This is my, yeah.
I'm joking with her because she has been like on one on looking at the homes and stuff, and she's like, "Oh, this one's new an hour ago," and she'll like text me and stuff. So
Well,
that's
here's
why
the deal.
I'm joking with her to be like, "You can, oh yeah."
Here's the deal. Now you're gonna have more time with your lover because it's automatically going to come to you, right? You don't have to. Yay! All right, you owe me $100. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Isn't
I'm
that
a
awesome?
little obsessive about it.
You
About
think
everything,
so?
about everything in my life.
Oh my gosh, Cass.
She wouldn't be a doctor if she wasn't.
Right? There you go. I was trying to help you out, Cassandra. So next steps is for you just to go through this, take a look and see if we need to move the numbers up a little bit or down or whatever. And then let's keep in touch. If there's anything that you see that you're missing, just let me know. Go to my
Anything that we see that we really want you to like go and actually
Yeah.
like, we're
Absolutely.
let you know too. Okay.
Yep, keep that in mind. I live like on 52nd and Central, so just to give you a reference. So, and the reason I'm telling you this, so we know the distance of where I'm going.
Yeah.
If I had to go for you somewhere, I live right. Oh, there's no homes in my area. Oh my gosh. Central's right here. That's 302. So I'm right here. All right. So right here, I live in this area right here. So it takes me. So right here I live, it takes me 35 minutes to Shepherd, about 45 to Warden. Okay. It takes me about 25 minutes to Laurel, Mold area, about 25 minutes. So if you're looking out there, just give me some grace and just know that I have a little bit of driving to do, but we'll figure that stuff out, like I said, as the time comes.
The one last question we had. So we've
Sure.
seen quite a few listings, sort of to frame it for you. So we have 5 dogs and we know HOAs can be kind of weird with animal listings, but there's a lot of listings that have like very low HOAs compared to here at least.
Mhm.
So we're curious like what the HOAs there do, how persnickety they are. Is that something where if we found a home and the HOA was like $20 a month, we would need to like knock it off our list because the HOA would be persnickety about our dogs? Like what's your take on that?
Yeah, so once again, every situation dictates. So we'll figure that out as we go. Let's say, you see a home you like it, we'll just ask about the HOAs. But in general, all the HOAs cover the exterior water, the exterior of the home, landscaping, exterior insurance, water, snow removal, and yeah, that's about it. Okay, garbage. So when it comes to more specific ones, you're not going to have a problem based on what you're doing right now. But a lot of other ones have, well, you can't have more than 2 dogs over 40 pounds. I will be very surprised if you run into a property you like with an HOA with the price you're at, that's going to have a problem.
Okay.
HOAs are minimum. I've seen them as low as 150, as high as 500 a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Depends on how, where you want to be. If you want to live all bougie and everything, go ahead. Not my money.
Generally seen, do you notice that like if the HOA is higher, the more persnickety that they are going to be? And,
Yeah.
like regular,
Mhm.
kind of.
Yep.
Okay.
Like my subdivision right now, I'm a pretty decent area and I wanted to build a shed and it's on my own land, but the subdivision said I actually got the shed. I guess I didn't read the covenants and restrictions. I couldn't have that particular shed that I paid X amount for and I had to pay $500 to remove, which I also built a concrete pad for. more because it was a shed made by some great well-known company, but it wasn't a custom shed. It did not look exactly like my home.
Oh,
So
That's
you
the kind of stuff we want to avoid.
yeah. So I had to spend $500. I lost $500 on the shed, but I love where I live, you know? And so with some restrictions are good, some restrictions are not so good. It is what it is. Like everything else, like how you'll hear me say a lot of these things, you know, we'll come across some of these things, but we won't know until we ask those questions. And as time gets closer, we'd love for you guys to visit and take a look at things. You're probably going to be wanting me to probably take a look at more homes up front because you'll be seeing the areas, you'll be seeing the homes, you'll be seeing what things look like. But as you guys get closer, you'll see that, okay, I don't really want to be in this area. I really don't like this type of home. This price range is not where I want to be. And then you're going to be coming and you'll be like, all right, I know exactly what I want. All right.
Yeah.
These 5 homes, let's go. We're going to take a look at them. I'm going to put our offer on this one. Let's go. Or you can be like, let's look at 12 homes and I can't find a thing. We don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Things are going to be coming on the market new again, eventually here soon because the weather's getting better. I tell people, like I said in the beginning, find a home sooner than later because I think prices are going to be raised or getting higher. So be careful of that. And the little negative about what your situation is that you'll have a home for sale. So it's be contingent. So it's going to be hard if you're going up against another contract trying to beat
Yeah.
that because you have that home that's contingent unless you really offer a really good price and you give them good terms. All right. There you go. Questions.
no.
I think you answered everything we have questions
That's
on at the
awesome. Awesome. Cool. So I'm your newest best friend right now. And if there's anything that you need, I'm on speed dial. Just give me a call, text me. If I don't pick up, that means I'm with someone or I'm sleeping. That's honestly it. And I won't pick up. Just text me. I'll get right back to you. All right.
Yep.
And if it's an emergency, hey Damien, 111. Put some fire emojis. I'm like,
I don't anticipate any realistic
Oh.
emergencies.
Call me because things like that. All right.
Totally.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Awesome. Thank you so
It
much for
was
your
a
time.
pleasure. Thank
It
you
was a
so
pleasure
very
meeting you as
much.
well. Yeah.
So, yeah, if you need anything else, let me know. I have this information. I'll get you 3 lenders out to you tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to put you in the system. I'm going to send you these listings at least here within the next 10, 20 minutes. You guys can go through them and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.